Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Jefferson moving in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Ray McCloud deep here for the Niners. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 85 yards. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there.
McLeod to return it.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
141 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point try now for Moody.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll throw from the gun.
Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play fake. Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd down, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Cousins to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. He's got daylight. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got it 1st and goal at the 3. What a place to start.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, here's Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On second down, this is Madison. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
first down throw for Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now a give to Madison. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Addison will go in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw here. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Nick Bosa
In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. and into Viking territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
166 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving and keep grinding the clock.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Purdy from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd down and 8.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
His pass caught at the 4. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
punching it in from a yard away.
And the 49ers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Cousins on 1st down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
Pass complete to Osborne. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
He gets it to Addison.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
This 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings!
KJ Osborne
From 10 yards out.
and the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.